You are sitting at a table. The food is in front of you. It smells delicious. You are hungry, you reach out, grab a piece of bread or pick up your fork and you take a bite. It is the most ordinary, mundane act in the world. You do it 3, maybe 4 times a day. You don't even think about it. But what if I told you that you are not eating alone? What if I told you that in the very chair next to you, or perhaps hovering right over your shoulder, there is a creature of smokeless fire, an ancient enemy, and every time you lift your hand to your mouth, his hand is moving with yours. Every time you chew, his jaws are working too. Every time you swallow, he is getting full and you are staying hungry. This is not a scene from a horror movie. This is a reality that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, warned us about in terrifying detail. He told us that the devil, Shaitan, does not just whisper to us, he lives with us. He sleeps in our beds, he enters our bodies, and most shockingly, he eats our food. But he has a rule, he has a weakness. There is one specific code he must follow. He cannot just eat whenever he wants. He needs an invitation, and millions of us, every single day, are giving him that invitation without even realizing it. We are literally hand-feeding the devil. How? By doing one simple, small, seemingly insignificant thing. Eating with the left hand. This is the shocking truth about the jinn that eats with you. And it reveals that the manners of eating in Islam are not just about being polite. They are about spiritual warfare. To understand the gravity of this, we must look at the unseen world. The Prophet, peace be upon him, was given the ability to see what we cannot see. And one day, he pulled back the curtain on the dinner table. He said, in a clear, command-like warning, "Do not eat with the left hand, for Satan eats with the left hand." Simple words, but terrifying implications. When the Prophet says Satan eats with the left hand, he is not speaking metaphorically. He is describing the nature of the devil. Everything about Shaitan is inverted. Everything about him is the opposite of the natural, pure way. The right hand is for purity, for giving, for eating, for shaking hands. The left hand is for cleaning filth, for removing dirt. Satan, in his arrogance and rebellion, flipped the script. He chose the hand of filth to be his hand of nourishment. He made the left hand his symbol. So when a human being, a believer, sits down and picks up a burger or a drink or a date with their left hand, they are essentially putting on the uniform of the enemy. They are mimicking the devil. But it gets worse. You are not just mimicking him. You are feeding him. There is a terrifying narration that describes how, when a person eats without mentioning the name of Allah and uses their left hand, the devil rushes to the food. He considers it lawful for him. He doesn't just watch you eat, he joins in. Have you ever eaten a full meal, a large meal, and 10 minutes later you felt hungry again? Have you ever felt that no matter how much you have, there is no blessing, no barakah in it? The food is there physically, but the satisfaction is missing. That is because you have been robbed. The unseen guest at your table has stolen the essence of the food. He has stolen the energy, the blessing, and the spiritual nourishment. You got the calories, but he got the nur. The Prophet, peace be upon him, took this so seriously that he would intervene physically if he saw it happening. There's a famous, chilling story of a man who was eating with the Prophet, peace be upon him. This man was eating with his left hand. Perhaps he was arrogant. Perhaps he was just careless. The Prophet, observing him, said gently, "Eat with your right hand." The man, perhaps out of pride, replied, "I cannot now." He could. His hand wasn't broken. He wasn't paralyzed. He just didn't want to listen. He let his ego speak. The Prophet, peace be upon him, did not smile. He did not say, "It's okay, try next time." He said, "May you not be able to?" And in that instant, the man's right hand froze. He tried to lift it to his mouth, and he couldn't. He never lifted it to his mouth again. Why such a harsh punishment? Why did the Prophet of Mercy make such a powerful dua against a man for just eating with the wrong hand? because it wasn't just a hand, it was arrogance, and it was an alliance with the devil. The man preferred his own way over the prophet's way. He preferred the way of Shaitan over the way of the Sunnah. And when you choose the devil's table manners, you invite the devil's fate. This story serves as a massive wake-up call for us today. Look at our modern lives. We are the multitasking generation. We hold our phone in our right hand so we eat the sandwich with our left. We hold the steering wheel with our right hand so we drink the coffee with our left. We hold the mouse with our right hand so we snack with our left. We have become a generation of left-handed eaters, simply out of convenience. And we wonder why our spiritual lives feel empty. We wonder why we feel anxious, unsettled, and constantly hungry for more. We've invited the Jinn to every meal, and it's not just the left hand. There is a second key that unlocks your food for the devil. The prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The devil considers food lawful for himself when the name of Allah is not mentioned over it." This is the second invitation. Forgetting Bismillah. Imagine this scene. You come home, you are tired. You grab a snack, you flop onto the couch, you open the wrapper and take a bite. Silent in the unseen world, a door has just swung open. The shayateen who live in the house see that open door. They see the food. It has no seal on it. It is unprotected property. They rush to it. They gather around you as you eat. They eat as you drink. They drink. You are hosting a banquet for your worst enemies. And you are paying for it with your own barakah, but there is a solution. A powerful, immediate way to kick them out. The Prophet, peace be upon him, told us exactly what to do if we forget. If you are halfway through your meal and you realize, oh no, I didn't say Bismillah, or I used my left hand, you don't have to give up. You can revoke the invitation instantly. You say, in the name of Allah, at its beginning and at its end. The Prophet, peace be upon him, smiled when describing what happens next. He said that when a person remembers and says this, the devil vomits, he throws up everything he ate. He is forced to give back the blessing he stole. He runs away hungry, humiliated, and empty-handed. This is the power of the believer. You control the table. You control the energy in your home, but you have to be awake. You have to be conscious. This warning about the Jinn that eats with you leads to a deeper, more profound truth about Islam. Islam is not a religion of temples. It is a religion of life. It comes into your kitchen. It comes into your bedroom. It sits with you at the dinner table. It teaches us that there is no such thing as a mundane action. Every action is a choice between two paths. The path of the right, the path of light, of conscious awareness, of gratitude, of following the Prophet, the path of the left, the path of darkness, of heedlessness, of arrogance, of mimicking the enemy. The devil wants you to think it's just a hand. He wants you to think God doesn't care about which hand I use to eat a fry. But God cares about your identity. He cares about who you are following. When you use your right hand, even when it's inconvenient, even when your phone is in the other hand, you are making a statement. You are saying, I am a follower of Muhammad, peace be upon him. You are saying, I am distinct from the enemy. You are saying, my body belongs to Allah, and I use it as He commands. That small act of discipline builds a spiritual muscle. It builds taqwa. And when you say Bismillah, you are acknowledging the true provider. You are locking the door against the theft of the Jinn. So the next time you sit down to eat, look at your hands. Look at the left one. Remember who uses it. Remember the unseen creature waiting for you to lift it. Remember the arrogance of the man who said, I cannot. Then look at your right hand. Remember the Prophet, peace be upon him. Remember the protection. Make the choice. Say, Bismillah, use the right hand and let the devil starve, because the food that Allah has provided for you is too precious to share with the one who wants to destroy you.